In this episode of Brown County Peacekeepers, the sheriff's son Chandler struts his 4-H chicken project before the chicken judge, while mom and dad wait to see if Chandler wins or lays an egg. A golden rule in Brown County: if you don't want to seem suspicious, then don't run when a peacekeeper drives by. This guy learned the hard way. And Deputy Buddy Moore battles crime during the day and coaches future touchdown heroes at night.
Good morning, Brown County, and it looks like another peaceful day. You can expect mild temperatures and sunny skies. In the news, Sheriff Chandler Wenninger says his deputies are on the job early this morning. According to the sheriff, you're quite likely to see them just about anywhere.
Sheriff's office, come to the door.
Attention in the barn, we are about to get started. We will be starting with the meat pig class first.
Hey, he had to spend his own money this time on the feed and everything.
I heard you guys picked out the heaviest one, and
I don't know what they did. All I know is
chicken fry.
We're gonna have chicken fry. I'm gonna make him come out there and help me clean them. Never done it before, but they say it's not too difficult.
She's done it.
Oh, she has? Oh, you're coming to the house then. I cannot find Tammy.
Chandler's 17. He's been in 4-H since he was 4, and they were allowed to start taking projects at the age of 9. So we decided we would do rabbits. He wanted to do rabbits because that was easy. He did good as far as selling the rabbit, but as showing, he always seems to place last or second to last. So this year we thought we'd change to chickens.
And so we went up and got our chickens, and we made a little makeshift coop. It wasn't anything fancy because I didn't think they were going to stay long after the fair.
You think he's counting the dollar sign?
That's what barks, it doesn't matter.
It's like ting, 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 ting. What do they look at?
7th place, Chandler Wenninger.
What do you get?
6th place, Logan Wagner. 5th place, Warren Young. 4th place,
Last again?
Amber. 3rd place,
Oh,
Jacob
man.
2nd place, Kara Overstate. And 1st place, Tyler Clinton.
Where do you get the Charlie Brown chicken at? Last place.
He got last place, but he always does good selling. And I think that's what Chandler likes so much about 4-H, because he does good selling his projects. He likes the money.
I got about $500 for mine.
Instead of being in it to learn, I think he just likes the money.
Him and my grandpa ended up butchering them, and that's all he really cared about was what was going to happen with them, because he didn't want to take care of them through the winter or anything.
People that break the law and end up with warrants for their arrest, we would like to think that everyone would be a big enough person to say, I've got this charge, I've got to go ahead and pay my fine, do my time, whatever. Unfortunately, that's not true. We try once or twice a year to go out on what we call a warrant roundup.
Hello, how are you doing?
Oh, how you doing?
Melissa here?
Melissa, there's no Melissa.
We try to locate these people and get them picked up.
Hey, how you doing?
Pretty good.
You Charlie?
Yeah.
Can I speak to you for a second? I'm
Yeah.
Sheriff Wenninger. How you doing?
What are you doing, Charlie? You got a warrant.
Through the course of the deputies' everyday duties, they may not run into this person. And we'll take a couple of days or maybe 5 days in a week and just go out with nothing to do but look for these people.
Well, that's bullshit, man. It's more to it than that. It's more Phone harassment.
Chuck's got one running on him.
Where at? You got him? Come on, hey, Johnny. Where's Johnny? Come on. We had an individual that took off on foot that had a warrant on him that we were trying to make service upon. Sounds like one of the deputies just ran him down on foot. This is his fiance here. You got a pill problem too?
No.
Did you buy the pills for him?
No, I don't buy no pills for him.
Did you know he had pills? Oh, come on now.
I ask you a simple question. We got all these pills. Do you have a drug addiction issue with the pills? Because a lot of people I deal with today do have. They're hooked on pain pills. Is that the case here? Everybody in Aberdeen's hooked on them?
How long you been going out with this boy?
2 years.
2 years? You don't know he does pills? Now, come on.
I know he does, like
what? Prescription pills?
Like a nerve pill or something. Can I see him, please?
Nah, he's under arrest. He took off running on us. He did a stupid thing by taking off running. If he wouldn't act like a dumbass and took off running up the street and the deputy had to chase him down, it'd been a little different situation. Putting the clothes on.
Okay.
I was sitting in my underwear and I just got out of the shower, you know, you scared the shit out
I
of me.
didn't mean scare you.
I mean, you're more welcome.
Let me take a quick look, then I'll tell them guys not to come over here looking for him anymore.
Oh, scared the shit out of me. I just got my clothes on.
Well, when me and his wife was friends, he was in jail in Maysville, but he was getting prison time for something.
Watch yourself here. Another one down.
We're good to go.
Several to go. I found out if you treat people decent and you pay attention to them, give them a few minutes of your time, you know, a lot of these inmates and people on the street, you get so much more out of people and people will respect you and things like that. I never have a problem with people. I'll see them on the street. I have not a problem talking to any of them. You know, now if they cross me, you know, they're going to pay the consequences, but if you treat them decent, they'll treat you decent 98% of the time.
I've arrested people that I grew up with, played ball with, or arrested relatives, you know, and it's not easy, but again, you know what you're dealing with there, you know them, you know their quirks or whatever. Maybe that's a good thing when it comes to actually making that physical arrest.
We have 2 daughters and he always wanted a son, but he is so good with kids and they all just love him and they all listen to him really well.
You know by now, right?
Get your head in front of
it's not gonna kill you. Get it done. Hey, don't cheat, scoot back. Don't cheat, no excuses. Get it done. Come on, Barnett. Hit it, hit it. Nice job. Good job, keep that head up.
It's fun. The girls have a lot of fun watching him coach. He loves it. And then he just, you know, gets to leave them with their parents and come home. So he gets his boy fix.
That's one thing I strive to do, is to be very disciplined with them. A lot of kids nowadays, even seeing it from this line of work, have no discipline, no structure. They just run wild. Now before our practice, they can do whatever they want. 6 o'clock comes, they know it's time to practice. In the middle of one game, we jumped off sides twice in a row, and I told the ref, I said, you better go ahead and call a delay of game on us. And he says, why is that? I said, they're going to be doing up downs right in the middle of the game. The next play, they jumped off sides, so they were doing up downs right in the middle of the game. And the best part was the parents loved it. I think they enjoy, you know, having them know a police officer or a cop is, you know, their coach. I think they look up to that.
There's no physical evidence. The one that she really knows of happened down in Florida. The others, she's saying she was intoxicated.
We've been married for 13 years, so I've grown accustomed to it more so than I did when we were first married, but it's very traumatizing.
Your warrants for trafficking and drugs.
Trafficking and drugs?
Yeah. Does that ring a bell to you?
No.
Okay. Well, it does state did knowingly sell or offer a controlled substance, to wit, oxycodone, with a juvenile in the vicinity.
Huh?
I ain't gonna read it to you again, partner. So you're sitting there saying you have no idea what's going on? All right. The other side there. Well, we'll get back to the office. We'll try and refresh your memory, okay? Don't separate your legs.
I kind of have to help him with the problems that he deals with when he comes home. I know it's very stressful for him, so it's hard for me to try to understand what he goes through while he's at work.
Over your head, Reed. Hey, now, don't be a practice hero. Let's do it Saturday. Let's go. That was perfect.
Go, J-Mo.
What are you going to do?
Go ahead and kick your shoes off for me. You know what? A lot of them are pretty nice guys, actually. I mean, you'll get your ones that aren't real nice, but for the most part, I mean, these guys they make bad decisions. You know, pretty good guys for the most part. They come in here, they get sober, they get off the drugs. You know, they don't have access to it, so they get off the drugs in here. They sober up. They get put on their medication that they need. It gets leveled out. They become normal people.
What's wrong there, Chad?
Well, he kind of got his handcuff key stuck in the cup and it won't unlock. So we're having a little bit of an issue jammed up on us. When they get out, outside pressures to do drugs, they don't take their medication the way they're supposed to. They don't have access to their medications, things like that. Really gets them off their levels. As you can hear, we got a guy in here. He's been refusing to take meds for a couple days. He's been acting out. So we'll talk with the medic, try and get him leveled out somehow, get him back to where we can deal with him. Tim, what seems to be the problem, buddy? What's the problem?
I hear my old lady yelling at me.
What is it?
I hear my old lady's yelling at me.
Your old lady's yelling at you?
I can hear them.
She's in here?
2 of them.
2 of them?
Yeah, 2.
That's the problem. You got too many old ladies.
I got enough.
You ain't got enough?
Nah.
How many more you need?
Not too many.
You're hitting retirement years, man.
I don't care. I'll die of a heart attack puppet.
You're gonna die of a heart attack? Hey, you gotta go, you gotta go. You know what I mean? Can you do me a favor, though? Can you kind of be quiet a little bit?
I'll get out here in a little while.
You gonna get out in a little bit?
Hope so.
All right.
Out.
Well, I'll tell you what.
That's why I give you settlement. A lot of money.
Okay. Well, will you do me a favor, though? Kind of quit yelling?
I'll get quiet real quick.
All right, I appreciate that, all right?
Thank you.
If you calm down and be a little quieter, we'll try and get you back on block and back in your cell, okay?
All right.
But you gotta calm down and be quiet, okay?
All right. Got it.
All right, brother, thank you. Most of them have been here before. So there's a sort of a relationship and a respect level that they already have. They come in for us. I would say probably 30 to 40% of them will go on to prison, but for the most part right now, these are guys that committed a misdemeanor in the county or in a village. They've been brought here to serve a certain amount of days. A lot of it's child support, where they're given a certain amount of days or a certain dollar amount that they have to pay. I mean, you will run into the ones that are some problems every time they come in. Some career criminals, people that don't know any better, things like that. But for the most part, these people that come in here aren't like that. They're people that are down on their luck, maybe lost a job. Well, here we go. Use that. Try and finagle that little piece out of there. It's one of them high-tech keys. It snapped off inside the cup.
Oh.
Yeah. Did you not get it out?
There's not enough to grab to eat it out.
All right, let me see. What'd you do? Just break all that off? These are our brand new cuffs. That's great.
I had to cut a pair off not too long ago. Looks like we might have the same problem.
It's looking that way. We could get that guy to chew through the chains.
Can I have my handcuffs back for you right here?
Yeah, well, You want to call Donnie and see exactly how he wants to handle that? I'm saying cut a foot off. Do you need both feet? We'd like to keep the cuffs intact if possible.
You can take his other one off, can't you?
Then you'd be able to use it like a leg weapon and whip it around like some kind of Mortal Kombat thing, you know what I mean? We'll just keep them both on until we figure out what's going to go now. I mean, you can wear them down. It's a good look. Says, I'm not going to run. Some of them you'll never see again. You know, they'll learn their lesson. We try to make the jail an uncomfortable situation to where they don't enjoy being there. The food is not what you would consider great. Let's go check on this situation.
Austin, got your handcuffs.
Nice. All right.
Let's try these babies out. Chad, I'm gonna need you to hold his foot still.
Yeah. Your ride is waiting on you.
I know, he's ready to go.
All right, hey, we already got one guy in here screaming, so if he does hit an artery or something, can you just kind of keep it down? All right, I appreciate it. Is that hurting? Yeah.
Tell me if it's hurting
You might not want to do the hokey pokey. When you're doing, don't hit me.
You're just trying not to hurt him.
I know. Is that pressing on you?
Get that bro.
Yeah.
Can you come back in here with the center?
I'm kind of not getting a good angle at all.
Hold on. Your leg okay?
Yeah.
All right.
Boy.
Go. You turn your foot however you need. Back off of it, guys. See if you...
Are we getting anywhere?
Yeah, you're making some nice little marks there. That's about it.
I think it'd be easier to take the foot off. I think it'd slide right off. They're doing wonderful things with prosthetics these days. I mean, you wouldn't even be able to tell the difference, all right?
There it is.
That's not bad, man. That's
Thank you,
impressive.
man, for being patient with us.
What you gotta do to go through one of them. Nice. You ready to go back to Claremont County? Look how much fun you get to have here at Brown County. Why would... Have they ever did that to you at Claremont? See, that's what I'm talking about.
That's what I'm talking about.
Hey, be careful when you taking shackles off of them. They've been known to break keys.
I've been here since '86. Started off as a auxiliary deputy, $1 a year guy, and I've been here only full-time in February of '89. I've been stuck here ever since. It's been pretty interesting. A lot of evolution with the department since I came on. At that time we drove used highway patrol cruisers and didn't have portable radios, didn't have computers. We took a big leap in the last 10 years. Now we got our laptops with license plate readers in the cars, radios that'll reach anywhere in the state of Ohio, and all kind of new equipment. It's kind of hard for us old guys to catch up.
Y'all took off different directions when school bus started coming down the road.
When I grew up, I grew up in the 60s and 70s, and I saw there's a large amount of crime in the county in the 60s and 70s. We had some unsolved murders. The courthouse down here in town burned down in '77. We had a girl that was murdered that was a sister of one of my classmates, and that nobody was ever arrested for. And I don't know, it sounds kind of corny, but I felt like I needed to do something to help the county out. My family's here, I grew up here. I just like the smaller county. The people are a little bit more laid back. I know how to deal with people out here on a one-to-one basis better than people anywhere else, so it was a natural fit for me.
We learned real quick years ago that criminals pay no attention to borders. The same people that are breaking in houses in the west side of Brown County are probably breaking into houses on the east side of Claremont County.
You know, they ship their problems over here and we try and ship them back.
They got a country club jail going over there.
Compared to this one, yeah.
Claremont County is probably a lot more sophisticated than us. They have a lot more equipment, money, manpower, and things. And I like to say, you know, we do more with less.
I know Tim's on Rodenberg. He's Claremont County Sheriff. I see him on Facebook all the time. You know, when we talked about maybe having a little shooting competition, I thought, I'm not worth a darn. I know he doesn't practice a whole lot. I thought about me and him have a little competition, maybe have a little firing range competition.
Here's one thing surprising about it. I didn't know he had Facebook.
Think you're going to be doing something else?
Oh, you're not his friend? No. I finally got a friend in front of Rick. Oh, yeah, he's on there.
Maybe bring, if one of our range masters out, bring one of their range masters out, and we'll have a little, invite him out to a little competition, us two against them two, and have a little score and see what happens. I mean, you know.
He is a real character. Yeah.
But we've gotten a good relation with him.
It's, you know, I think it'd be a pretty good little time, so I would like to have him come out, and I'd even come down there if he'd like to. But I'm a little bit younger than him, but that's not much of an advantage, you know. He can see pretty good. He still gets his driver's license, so.
You did pass that test.
He is a wise guy, yeah.
I think it'd be a fun day, fun afternoon to see how he does. I'd challenge him to a little bit of action, really.
What do you think? I'm for that.
I think it's fine. Here's the only problem I have. You know, we carry Berettas. I think they're carrying bow and arrows up there.
They still might be.
Yeah.
Or 6-shooters
It could
with
be.
one bullet in a pocket.
You know how Dwayne is. I mean, you know.
Yeah.
Does he carry a gun half the time or not? I don't know.
But that one comment, he said, oh, I'm not too good. You got to watch those country boys.
Exactly.
They do shoot a little bit more than he's willing to admit.
In the next episode of Brown County Peacekeepers, the trash talk between the sheriff and the neighboring county reaches a crescendo, and a face-to-face between sheriffs. And Sheriff Wenninger's ongoing battle over whether he is the legitimate Brown County sheriff gets settled finally. That's next week on Brown County Peacekeepers.